students, let's discuss the question. In this question, we have to state the number of lines of symmetry for the following figures. So we are starting with the part A. Part A is the equilateral triangle. We know that equilateral triangle is a triangle whose all the three sides are equal. If all the three sides are equal, so we can say that this median is also the angle of symmetry, axis of symmetry for this. Now all the sides are equal. So if we draw a line perpendicular to this is also the axis of symmetry, and from here this is also the axis of symmetry. So we can say that an equilateral triangle has three axes of symmetry. Next is an isosceles triangle. So we are considering about the isosceles triangle. We know that isosceles triangle is a triangle whose two sides are equal. Let's say we are considering these two sides are equal. So if these two sides are equal, so we can say that this triangle has only one axis of symmetry. So this is the answer to the part B. Now the part C is a scalene triangle. A scalene triangle, basically a scalene triangle is a triangle whose all the three sides are different. Let's say in this way. Let's say this is a scalene triangle. All the three sides are equal, so we cannot draw any axis of symmetry. Next is D. D is a square. So we are considering about the D. So D is a square. So this is our figure, square. So square has all the four sides equal. So if all the four sides are equal, so if we divide this from both the diagonals or from both the ends, it will make a symmetry. Divided into two equal parts. If we draw this as symmetry, so again this figure is divided into two parts. If we draw this diagonal as symmetry, so again this is divided into two parts. If we draw this diagonal as symmetry, so again this is divided into two parts. So for square, we have four axes of symmetry. Now we are considering about this next part. Next is the part E. Part E is a rectangle. If E is a rectangle has opposite sides equal. So this is a rectangle having opposite side equal. So we can say that if we draw an axis of symmetry from here, this figure is divided into two parts. If we draw this from here, this figure is divided into two parts. So we can say that the square has two axes of symmetry. Now next is it's rectangle. Rectangle has a two axes of symmetry. Now next is a rhombus. So we are considering about the rhombus. We are considering about the part F, which is a rhombus. So this is our rhombus. So this is our rhombus. So if we attach this diagonals from here, so if we divide this rhombus across this diagonal, we got the figure equal from the both the sides. And if we divide this from here, again we got a figure which is divided equally in both the sides. So we can say that rhombus has two axes of symmetry. Now we are considering about the next part, which is G. G is the parallelogram. So we are considering about a parallelogram here. So part G is a parallelogram. Parallelogram is a figure whose opposite sides are parallel. So opposite sides are parallel. It is not compulsory that opposite sides are equal. So if you can look here, opposite sides are parallel but they are not equal. So we can say that parallelogram has no axis of symmetry. Next, we are considering about a quadrilateral. So we are considering about a quadrilateral. Part H is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is basically a figure which has four sides which is not symmetrical. So we can say that this is not having any axis of symmetry. Now we are considering about a part I. Part I is a regular hexagon. Regular hexagon, which means it has six sides and all these six sides are equal. So there can be six axes of symmetry for this. Let's say this is the first axis of symmetry. This is the second axis of symmetry. This is the third axis of the symmetry. This is the fourth axis of symmetry. This is the fourth axis of symmetry. This is the fifth axis of symmetry. In the same way, this is the sixth axis of symmetry. So there are six axes of symmetry for a regular hexagon. Now the next is J part. J part is a circle. So we know that circle is a round figure which is symmetrical from all the ends. So this is a circle, and if any line which is passing through its center is a symmetry, let's say this is center, so there can be infinitely many lines which can pass through this center, and every line which is passing through its center is making a infinite lines of symmetry. So this is the answer to given question. In order to solve this problem, we use the basic concept of symmetry. I hope you understood the concept well. Thank you.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.